FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
From what day I may find out, certain people not like me. Everyone got us bag a thing now. Makes true me I do it like Nike. But me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me. Me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Them want poison me, throw me thing up. Plus me and them girlfriend a link up. Hello. Dog, where you did that when they think tough. No food, clean water fi drink up. Now me and the dog, them a link up. Big truck, 20-inch rim, just a spin up. The pioneer just a kicks up. And a hip-hop calypso. You can't see the star through the tint up. Plus me and the Cuban a link up. Rose gold for the Cuban linked up. How much ice just a and me rings up. From what day you may find out, certain people don't like me. Everyone talk us back a thing now. Bex through me I do it like Nike. But me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me. Me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. Me just a do it like Nike. Me just a do it like. Me just a do it like Nike. Me just a do it like Nike. To tell you the truth, if I were you, then me probably woulda like me neither. Fresh to the top, born again, them said the flow ungodly, my mind need Jesus. Girls call cookies when my mind need reefer. Yeah. When my frost can't style me neither.
The Tuesday, March 19th edition of Talking Heads is on and popping. Your boy Naughty, right, and your company right up until 6 p.m. on this Tuesday edition. Yes, we will be checking in with Freeport in short order. I know Sarah and Darren will be chiming in short order. Both of them had pressing business at the top of the hour. They will join us probably at the midway point, and we got to creep over a little bit into the 5 o'clock. We can if we have to, but we got a lot of sports to talk about in the 5 o'clock too as well. All right, but here's how to chime in. Phone lines are open in New Providence, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Text toll-free in any one of the family islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720. Text lines powered by BT, 422-GR96, that's 422-4796. Stream us live, take us wherever you want to go, GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969, BTC Flow channel 612. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talk all day, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. All right. We got your headliners lined up, all brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. And I'll get into that in short order. But before I do, I got a little FYI for you. Because, you know, I like to keep you in the know and get you where you want to go. Most definitely. And first and foremost, got to remind you, KFC doing big things. Yes, people. Yes, big things. I'm talking about it's back. One of my favorites, the KFC Barbecue Glazed Zinger. You deserve the best of both worlds, the heat and the sweet of the KFC Barbecue Glazed Zinger. Definitely need to try one today. It's a flavor explosion in every bite. The KFC Barbecue Glazed Zinger is available for a limited time and only at your favorite KFC location. KFC Barbecue, it's finger licking good. Yes, man, go check out the Barbecue Glazed Zinger, all G-O-O-D good. Yes, indeed. All right, let's get up into the headliners, like I told you. All brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads, who are what's making headlines in the 242. And both Fine Thread locations, new arrivals in stock right now. Okay, so be sure to check them out. Top of Hill, Mackey Street, the flagship store, and the Southwest Shopping Plaza location. All right? New arrivals in stock in both those locations. Like I told you, in both locations available for you Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Do we have Darren chimed in yet? Keep an eye out for Darren. He should be zooming in shortly. So let me check out the headlines real quick. Hey, Darren, I hear you chiming in. What's going on, bud? You good?
Yes, I'm good.
All right, I'm going to do a quick glance at what's going on here in New Providence, and then we'll take a break, and then you and I jump right into what's going on in Grand Bahama.
All righty.
And then we'll let Sarah come in when she could join in. and put the ribbon on it like Pollyanna does. But me and you can get the ugliness out the way early. Hey, listen, I need you to come up with a reason why the PM spent $192,000 on a car allegedly. Just let me know. Work on that until I get to you, okay?
Not a problem.
All right, real quick. Here's your headliners, and then we'll get to the break. PM offers Botswana expertise on crypto. Like, who not to get involved with it? Like, beware of the SBFs of the world and the FTX. Hey, that's the kind of info you trying to give to me. Don't get fouled up like we did. Do your due diligence ahead of time and avoid public brand damage for months afterwards. I hope that's what he told them, man. Pledges stronger ties with African nation. Okay, and I hear big things popping, with some things supposedly going on in Freeport through this deal. So let's talk to Darren about that afterwards. But yeah, I got that on my list to ask because I hear there's a big Botswana partnership coming. And allegedly I'm hearing some big things popping for Freeport. So let's see where that goes. PM, UN Security Council needs reform. Go on then, flex your muscle, brave. I like that. BPI union president says his home searched by police. Why? President of the Bahamas Electricity Workers Union, BEWU, Kyle Wilson, said yesterday police searched his New Providence home and surrounding property. Wilson said he was not home at the time, but the relatives informed him that the police had a warrant and were reportedly searching for drugs, stolen goods, and ammunition. Wow. So read more on that. Over 160 notices posted in 3 Eleuthera shanty towns. 2 in Spanish Wells, and another one in the Blackwood area in North Eleuthera. So let's see what happens. Hopefully in Eleuthera they won't do what they did in Abaco. Once you destroy the structures, remove the debris as well. Don't leave debris fields remaining so people can kind of like rebuild and relocate later on down. That's all I'm trying to say. All right. Y'all can chime in on them. The text lines are open to us. We got the great supplement each and every Tuesday in The Guardian, courtesy of the Grand Bahama News. I got Darren Cooper with me. Darren, what's going on, my brother?
No, all is well. I'm here. Good to be here.
I'm glad to have you, my good friend. And you could tell me all what's going on in Grand Bahama. I see big things popping with the luxury Six Senses home sales are launched. The renderings look really nice.
Yes. I see the unveiling of the overall layout and design. And of course, we've been waiting on this property to take shape for some time. And so we are very grateful that it happened. And just hope for all of the best to continue to happen for Grand Bahama.
I'm hoping this rolls out. I mean, there's been a lot of talks. Airport. Any groundbreaking on the airport there, Darren? Any updates on the airport? Is it demolished? It's knocked down yet? We started that process yet? Or?
Well, I'll tell you, probably about 30 minutes ago, I spoke with someone who inside scoop on the airport. And they have advised that the demolition has not started as yet, but the person has been in and out, I guess, checking the site and preparing for demolition. Now, this building is a metal building, so it's really not where they run the bulldozer through it and start tearing down. Of course, I think they want to disassemble it, take it apart. And so this is what I believe based on that conversation I had. But nothing has really started, just a bunch of assessments and I guess preparing for, from what I've been advised.
Well, at least, we've heard a lot of talk. At least now we got some talk and some legwork. Contractor has been identified to remove it. It's not been publicly announced, but I've been behind the scene, found out who the contractor is. One who's qualified as a Grand Bahamian, who's been in this industry for many years, heavy machine operator / construction builder. So I'm satisfied in the fact that a Grand Bahamian do have the contract, and the person who has the contract is well qualified, who's already removed several buildings throughout the community. So I think they are selected. In my view, they did an excellent selection in giving it to a Grand Bahamian and one who knows or have some knowledge of how to take down a building. Well, you want it done correctly, efficiently, and no time lost in it, right? The faster it gets down correctly, the quicker we can get on to the next phase.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But sometimes naughty, it goes with kisses come by favor. And so who you know, what you know. And so like I told someone, of course, there was this big debate over who the guy was who the contract was given to. He's not a PLP general, how he get this. And of course for me, he's a Grand Bahamian.
We still going on that immature level of politics for contracts instead of the best Bahamian, regardless of party affiliation, who could do the best job for the country gets the bly?
Well, several weeks ago, that was the discussion over the connection. Of course, that conversation was being done by the men's branch, PLP men's branch here in Grand Bahama, where apparently they have a WhatsApp chat, and there were back and forth chat messages over amongst themselves. The men branch over who should get it, who shouldn't get it, and of course those who they wanted to get it would have to sub it out anyhow. So of course it costs us, the taxpayers, more money because I now got to give it to my general, who then don't know nothing but tearing down a building, and then he got to go and find probably the same guy or someone like him to be able to remove it. But I'm glad that from what I've been advised, and again, I only speaking by information received, that it was given it's been given to a contractor who is in this field and can get it done. So we still have some pettiness going on. It is what it is.
Darren, I got a couple of questions for you. Now, we see this Botswana trip, and obviously on this trip, we're going to offer our expertise on crypto and digital finance and our knowledge in this space. But if I'm not mistaken, wasn't this administration on a previous trip to Africa? And off that trip, there was supposed to be some sort of business opportunities for Freeport moving forward, tourism-wise, and vice versa?
Well, we heard of that announcement that's supposed to happen. Of course, they always would say certain things just to get us geared up and excited and give us great hopes as if something is going to happen. But again, it's just smoke and mirrors, a bunch of talks, nothing ever comes out of it. I just think, honestly, Naughty, as a Grand Bahamian, with the amount of issues that we got going on here in Grand Bahama, to see the Prime Minister, one, traveling with large delegation to represent the Bahamas for whatever reason it may be, and then two, the CEO spent almost $200,000 on a luxury car for him to drive around in. When Naughty, right here in Grand Bahama, and let me say it like this, yesterday we had a very serious accident in one of our districts in Grand Bahama where a public bus and a private vehicle collided head on in, all because one vehicle trying to avoid a pothole that's in the Western District. But we could spend money on all kind of other stuff, but we can't patch the holes in West Grand Bahama. We could spend money all kind of other means and ways, and we can't fix those hurricane relief victim homes that's still displaced and still need help and hope. And so we really have our priorities in the wrong direction all the time. And I'm not going to be the one to bow down and to back down and not say enough that, we need to do better as a government and have to do better for the people, man, and stop wasting the people money however way they see fit.
Yeah, I mean, look at it right now, and I think more of us need to be like-minded when it comes to country first and what we need where we live, moreover than again seeing the same cycle and small, circle of individuals gain off the country and Bahamians suffer. And the more we try to move ahead, now the playing field isn't as level, because if you look at our borders, every time you look up, you have foreign nationalities, trying to use this as a way station. And I get it as a better way of life. I do. I honestly do. But at the end of the day, how much longer can we take this on? We can't take care of ourselves. How can we take care of everybody else in the world's board and the world's borders problems?
Now, I'm a part of a non-profit organization, and our funding is donated funding. So we are very cautious and we are very disciplined on how we spend public donated funds. Whether we may raise it, have activities and raise these funds, we are very careful in and wasting of the people's money that should be used to impact the people. Okay, and I say that I make that point to be able to add on to this, to the fact that when we have incoming presidents and incoming board members, our organizations pay for the expense for these persons to go on for training and to be prepared for leadership when that time comes. And at the end of every trip that that we pay for them to go on, they are responsible and accountable to come back to the organization, to the clubs, and to say to us what the experience was, what happened during that session, what did I learn, and so forth, so forth. And I'm using that to the fact that our prime minister and our ministers of the government continues to travel abroad, but no one comes back and to say to us, on this trip, we were able to discuss this, we were able to negotiate this, we were to get this, we were able to, none of that. As if it's a vacation, I go away for a couple of weeks and I come back and I'm not obligated to say to my employers, this is what happened. This is what's going to happen. We got a BPL deal that people are still up in arms about, that our government yet to give the details on what's going on. We're removing the Grand Bahama International Airport, the old airport terminal, international terminal, but yet we don't have the details on, one, who is the investor, who we've recognized for management, what is the actual layout plan, what is, as if we're waiting for 2025 ending to have a bunch of unveiling because the election will be in a few days after that. We have to stop that. And we as a people have to stop accepting that from our government, who is employees of us. We got 49 people telling thousands of us.
And we keep forgetting as a nation who works for us. Who, you know what I mean? That gets lost in the shuffle. Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads.
Naughty Nick.
Hey, what's going on?
We don't hate you. You're just naughty by nature.
What's going on, GNN? How you feeling, man? How you doing?
Let me tell you why I call in and bumping in this conversation, because you real. We can keep it real. As much as I love my fellow Bahamians on the phone from Freeport, you know who to blame. See, I don't blame Brave them no more. 50 years plus 8 months I've had on. I don't blame them. I'll try to carry my delegation to the moon if I can get with the money. You know why? Because we, the Bahamian people, like you say, keep allowing ourselves to get beat like cows. Probably 50 years old, almost 51. We don't need to be calling these shows no more complaining. We need to put our head in the right direction and start treading towards that way. I ain't feel sorry for 8 Mile Rock. Listen, I ain't feel sorry for them. They had the chance to be the pace setters. So what they complain about the time, excuse me, 404. What y'all complaining about, Freeport? Do something, man. 50 years. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, Jen, I gotcha. No, and I understand the frustration, but you got to understand as well that Freeport is not like not New Providence in the sense that they got other, red tape to deal with. They got to deal with the port. They got to deal with the government. They got to deal with all kind of mitigating factors. But at the end of the day, we need to get Freeport right, because what I see is continued administration singing a great song, the Grand Bahama, and indirectly other portions of the archipelago, the Family Islands especially, and it's the same old, same old.
Well, not, it's not, in my view, it's not, I guess they call it complaining, but is keeping the issues to the forefront of where we
Which
are.
Which you should. Some of these issues shouldn't go to the back pages. They should stay forefront. I agree.
Correct. And so the fact that we end up, before we went into a by-election in West Grand Bahama, yes, and I'm not putting the responsibility or taking the responsibility away from the people. It is us who continues to allow it. And at the end of the day, you only have so much persons are trying to keep the issues at the forefront. We got people who are still trying to keep pace with government. We got people who still try a good relationship with governments. But at the end of the day, these are real issues that must continue to be brought to the forefront and must continue to be discussed. And so at the end of the day, we have to be able to keep them there and to continue to discuss them and to make sure that the people, those who may not be aware of it, the fact that after 5 months later, from the passing of the former member of parliament and social service minister, the people of West Grand Bahama is right back to the same potholes that was probably only patched for the burial of the former MP. And so we want the government to know, who may not know. We want the MP who is brand new in the chair to understand that these are issues that must be addressed and must be dealt with. We cannot be a reactive group of people. We must be proactive. And so what I am discussing or bringing up as raised the potholes, the fact that because of potholes, we have our hospital now is inundated with people who've been in that bus that was badly injured.
Now I've gotten information right now as we speak, Darren, out of Grand Bahama, that they are in 8 Mile Rock dealing with that pothole right now as we speak.
And what is that? We are reacting and not being proactive.
Exactly what the point I was going to make.
How long we've been raising the issue of these potholes, these some 10 potholes that span throughout the Western District. And then, listen to me, man, I wouldn't even call them potholes. They swimming pools. That's how big they is. And if you fall in one of them in your car, you really gonna have a mechanical problem. So, it is what it is. We will continue to keep our issues in the forefront. We will continue to keep them discussing them, whether they want to hear it or they don't want to hear it.
And I think that's what we have to do, because collectively as Bahamians, if we got a group in Grand Bahama, a group in Abaco, a group in Exuma, a group in Eleuthera, a group here in New Providence, and more groups that agitate on certain social issues that we need dealt with, they can go to the back pages. They can't be forgotten. Because just as you bring up your issues, then other people remember, they still pushing theirs, let's push ours. Too many things to be front page news for a day or two, deal with the 48-hour cycle, and then back pages they go. Why do you think this prime minister and this administration was so quick to tell us to put it on the fourth and fifth or the back page? Because that's what they used to. By day 2, day 3, that's where it ends up.
And I think the caller, in some instances, is correct as relates to the fact that we are the problem, us the people, because we continue to allow.
I agree with the caller there on that point. We are the conch. We've allowed it for too long, Darren.
Yeah, yes. But guess what, Naughty? At the end of the day, even though the masses will not stand together and go after the real issues, we still have to do our part. And case in point, there's a particular community in Grand Bahama, the Pindus Point and Seco Town area that has been badly impacted for years from the fumes and the odor that's been coming from one of our industrial companies. And they've had many demonstrations. They've protested against government and the entity, and nothing to date. I went down last week Thursday for the first time, and I honestly thought that was my time to go and meet, because the odor. Instant headaches, nausea, stomach. It was an experience that many would not, I guess, who don't live down there would encounter, because this is like after 10, almost 11 o'clock in the night. So when those inspectors go out through the day, ain't nothing there. But through the night is when it really becomes unbearable. I witnessed families packing up their cars with bags, because they're now going to spend a night at the hotel or at residence, at another family resident, because they cannot. The odor, Naughty, is unbearable. And so, someone say, we're still complaining. But at the end of the day, we have to continue to keep the message going and tell
in order to get it rectified and get it fixed. The squeaky wheel gets the most oil.
Correct.
Let's go to the phones real quick. Talking Heads.
Naughty, what's up? St. Petersburg, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, St. Pete? Everything good with you?
Yeah, man, everything good. Dealing with this traffic. Hey, Darren, fortunately, you already give government, the F&M government, this can be the thing. You vote this one and you don't like it, you vote the same one. I think the Bahamas need to try a third party and give other people the chance, because they can sing the same old song. They promise you this, promise you that, promise you that. It's frustrating, you know what I'm saying? Because, man, it's so sad. Like my old school ground, Street and Street, they ain't built a school yet. And, 2 years haven't built a dock yet. Man, it's crazy, man. But they, like I say, they can find money for everything else except the stuff that hurt the people. I know it's frustrating. I can feel the passion in your voice, man. I know it's frustrating. Potholes, you say that. You don't call them potholes. You call them swimming pools. It's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? But anytime there's some special guests coming to the country, they can patch up these roads and, make it look good. But, but like I said, my mom always tell me, you get the government you voted for. Hey, how you all have a nice day. Peace.
All right, Pen Pete, be safe, my brother. Appreciate you. Let me check some of these texts real quick. And boy, I tell you, Naughty, I am a concern and I fear for Kyle's well-being. Naughty, this year, I truly hope the universe blesses you with a 2024 BMW 7 Series Deluxe with all the bells and whistles. You deserve it. Thank you, Texter. I appreciate you. Consider myself blessed. All right? Count me as blessed. All right? Flying Phil only have expertise on collecting NBA courtside seats, Naughty, from real crypto bosses. All right? I don't know what he's talking nonsense about. He could offer expertise on crypto. Naughty, this is a dangerous precedent. Look at all the spending. Look at all the traveling with reckless abandon. A dictatorship is looming. And the PM wants, obviously, Kyle to shut up about the sales agreement. Sounds like a shakedown to me, Naughty. Naughty, I think it's time to dismantle the police union or association, same way we're dismantling the BPL union. I think we need foreign police on a foreign COP. Just a thought. Whoa. That's a whole show for another day. All right. I mean, a lot of same thing. I mean, here in New Providence and in Grand Bahama, we keep hearing the same old, and a lot of times, like you say, we get distracted on the news of the day, the news of the moment, but we forget the real issues. But so basically, since we last talked, there's been some posturing down, but not really any action regarding the airport, correct? There's been talk, but no action regarding other things. And there's action on the pothole in 8 Mile Rock, though. Somebody sent me pictures, too.
Yeah.
After the fact.
Naughty, we have so much issues and concerns for Grand Bahama, and I mean this year will give us 3 years with this administration come September. And what is so amazing is that the Prime Minister yet, Naughty, going on 3 years, refused to meet with our business representatives, which is the Chamber of Commerce. Is yet to meet with the committed meetings that he committed to have with business owners and with other stakeholders to be able to deal with the issues and the concerns of Grand Bahama. I always hear government talk about the ease of doing business, And this administration is not making it nowhere near possible of doing the ease of doing business, because what you're now causing many businesses that has to deal with customs, with this tax compliance certificate. Tax compliance gone from 6 months to 3 months now to 30 days. It takes 2 weeks to get a tax compliance certificate. So when you get it, you only have it for 14 days, then you got to reapply again, which you're looking at 14 days. 14 days, you stand still when you apply, and you can't apply for it in advance. You got to apply for it when it expires. And so that's not the ease of doing business at no point. You understand? Government agencies continue to be backwards as it relates to delivering on certain things. They want you to put the cart before the horse when the actual horse needs to go in the front of the cart. And when you try to help them to understand some things.
You still got down or he dropped?
And so we want our governments and our government agencies to work for the people, work for the taxpayers, accommodate the taxpayers, that they would feel that, okay, I still got to pay this bill, but I feel so bad because it ain't so stressful. And I ain't getting treated like a dog or an animal whilst I still being forced to pay this reckless bill. So we have to continue, the people have to continue to do our part. And I would hope that the day will come when we would all rise to the place of frustration and just let our voices be heard and stand strong. And don't bend, don't compromise, stand strong, and mean what you say and say what you mean.
Got a text coming in. Naughty, I agree with Darren. The PM needs to cut back on too much traveling and fix the potholes all over Grand Bahama. Yeah, Darren, continue to fight for Grand Bahamians. Keep up the good work. But I'm thinking, the travel budget, that right there. Caller, I see you. We'll get to you in a second. Glad to see this off the local news wire as well. that the FNM declines the invite to Botswana. Free National Movement FNM leader Michael Pintard revealed Tuesday afternoon that the opposition declined an invitation to Botswana, noting the top priority at this time when there are serious issues facing the country. Pintard also suggested that this particular visit to Botswana is estimated to cost between $400,000 and $500,000. And then you add the $192,000, if that receipt from Audemars floating around is correct, for the new Beamer, and there we go. We're at almost $700,000.
Naughty. You're telling me that the country is going to spend $500,000 for a 4 or 5 day trip,
But-
when our communities don't have the necessary. 8 Mile Rock, the largest district, has 2 police cars at our police station.
Several family islands still have no fire truck nor ambulance.
Naughty. Grand Bahama, that deals with east and west and central of Grand Bahama, has 2 fire trucks. We now have 3 functioning ambulances in Grand Bahama. A brand new fire truck is $100,000. A brand new ambulance is about $50,000 to $60,000. We could take this travel budget and invest. Then you're telling me that you are really serious. 8 Mile Rock, that has the largest settlement, don't have a proper functioning emergency room in the largest district. We got to wait for ambulance to come from Freeport to go to West End. That takes 25 to 30 minutes for them to get there. When we could have station ambulance in these districts that can furnish these whole communities, and fire trucks with firefighting equipment, and police trucks and police vehicles. Police officers are still fighting in the same old police station even after they opened the Obadiah Hercules Wilcombe complex. They're still not in the new building. Cordo's still not open. Other government offices in that complex that was open has since closed. So what are we really doing? Is it now true? The truth is coming out. It was really a political stunt to put all these things there, and now 5 months later, half of them in there. The police is still at its old location to date in 8 Mile Rock.
Boy, and these
If you're in McLeanstown and you need an ambulance, emergency ambulance, you have to wait 55 to an hour and 10 for an ambulance to come if they're not on a.
and if you need critical care, that's a problem.
If they're not on another call.
My God.
You got doctors in these districts who can't go out to emergency calls because they don't have functioning cars.
No, man.
Okay, this is where we are. So when you can tell me that our prime minister could spend $200,000 on a new car, I mean, hey, if it was your money, fine.
But at least listen, what I give him credit for, it is a completely electric vehicle. So he's sticking in accordance with his, climate change stance. So at least it's an electric vehicle. We ain't got to worry about paying for gas.
Yeah, we ain't paying for gas in the car, but we're paying for gas to keep it charged.
Don, you know I'm being facetious. It's all outdoors right now. You know that, right?
Okay.
And sarcastic as I can come. Listen,
climate change, and then you got BPL still burning.
but when it comes to BPL bunkers, he can't never done, and I ain't never done, and you know why, and I know why. Naughty again, nothing will happen until these Moses crew die out. They're a curse to our nation. People's eyes are open now. Texter, boy, a lot of eyes open. Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking heads.
Man, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
Man, no, the BLB is the new...
Gardner, what's going on, man? Long time no hear from. These bootlickers ain't get you down yet, right?
Yeah. Man, the BLB is the new UBP, man. They're about to privatize the power generation and BPL, and, that goes without saying, and that's sad, because they're supposed to be the progressive party, not the conservative party, but the progressive party of the Bahamas. You see, they were supposed to be the party that will wipe away the tears from every eyes. But you got Bahamians can't afford rent, public rent alone. They can't afford grapes in the food store. You know what I'm saying? They can't afford food to eat. And that's sad, man. You see, the PM promised a livable wage. And another thing is the masses, they taking away the voting power of the poor man. The ones in Freeport, right, and the ones in Nassau, even in Luso, not Eleuthera, and Abaco, because the constituency, the disparity and amount of voters in the constituencies is so great. You got the prime minister coming to power in a constituency of 1,200 voters. Come on now. 1,200 voters, and they electing, you know what I'm saying, and that's to do with electing the government. These small constituencies, you know what I mean, with people in Nassau who making money in Nassau, controlling these constituencies, who own all the property, you know what I mean, the businesses in these constituencies. Got all the power in these constituencies, you see. So now we need to hold the PM response accountable. You know what I'm saying? I must commend them for standing up for the people in Palestine, right? But then other than that, man, he's doing
No,
this work.
I commend him for standing up for the folks in Palestine, but at the end of the day, I need him to stand up for Bahamians home who's suffering.
Yeah, he needs to do that. You see, he really needs to do that. And I just like to address the Haitian people. People love to talk about the Haitian Revolution, right? And things that the West is doing to the Haitians, right? What about the Haitians in general? The Haitians, remember that the Haitians, they invaded the DR twice. Occupied the DR twice.
Once by invitation, second by force.
Right. We failed to, we don't even want to talk about that. And you know what I'm saying? And the same issue we have in the Bahamas with the rich man corruption and with the politician, the same thing Haiti has today. You know what I'm saying? The press is the things that the West is doing to Haiti is in all the Haiti issues. You know what I'm saying? It's
They're mitigating factors.
And with rich men all over there, even rich Bahamians they partnering with. You understand me? All the issues. Anyway, thank you, man.
All right, man. Gardner, good to hear from you, man. Don't be a stranger. Naughty, the Moses crew got children and grandchildren. They're being groomed to maintain status quo. Wake up, Bahamas. That's something that I've always looked at, too. Because some of these businesses are run like royalty, like with lineage, like heirs of succession. Some of these things need to shift. Some of this money need to shift around in this country. It can't be the same old, same old. It got to be all of us. It got to be more of us than in the majority than in the minority. The people need to remain the majority. The country needs to come first, not personal issues. Darren, we at 4:50. You got anything to add before we get out? And I appreciate you chiming in so candidly as always.
Naughty, I just hope that we as Bahamians will see the need to come together, put aside our political beliefs, put aside our political connections, and demand that our government continues to work for all of us, not some of us. Once we are Bahamians, this is our land. This land belongs to us, and we should indeed eat the fruit of the land. And so whilst we put 40 politicians or 40 members of parliament in the halls of parliament to work for us, we want it to work for us and not to work for the world or to work for other countries. We cannot be living like second-class citizens in our own homeland. We can't have our government continues, and not just whilst we're focusing on the prime minister's travel. That's only one person traveling. When you have other cabinet ministers that's traveling around the world at the expense of the Bahamian people, COVID has taught us that Zoom could do plenty. You could have Zoom meetings. You don't need to travel no more PM. You don't need to travel no more foreign affairs. You don't need to travel no more tourism and travel. You could do them on Zoom. But at the end of the day, let your decision be in the best interest of our Bahamian people first. And when that happens, then we can understand that the government works for us and that we are getting the full brunt of what they're working for. And so Bahamas, let's stand together. And let's work towards a brighter Bahamas for all of us and for our grandchildren to be able to enjoy.
Appreciate you as always, Darren, man. I always appreciate you chiming in on your contributions. And like a lot of the texts say, be encouraged. Naughty, tell Darren to be encouraged. He's doing a good job. Very insightful as what's going on with Freeport. And keeping it, we have to keep it up front. We have to keep it relevant. We have to keep it talked about. It can't go to the 4th and 5th pages. It can't go to the back pages. It can't come out of, the cycle and the circle of conversation. It needs to remain relevant.
Thank you so much, Naughty, and all those encouraging words. It gets tiresome sometimes. It gets discouraging at times. I was sharing with someone the other day, whilst many persons feel that I'm doing it for popularity or for show, I really would wish that I won't be the one, and at the end of it, I can do.
I wish more people would join you and help you and make more voices heard.
And you got people who, my office is inundated with calls. Oh, I got an issue. Go forward with your issue. Speak about your issue. Stop being afraid to speak up and to open your mouth. Now, I could understand if you can't articulate your words, but some of people can articulate your words because they can articulate it very clear to you, but yet they refuse to do so because they're trying to keep faith. But at the end of the day, I will do what I believe my conscience and my calling is, and that's to continue to speak for a place that I love. I love Grand Bahama. I do, and so we will one day get it together, hopefully sooner than soon.
All right, Don, greatly appreciated, man. We'll talk again next week, man. Good stuff as always. And I know Sarah will be chiming in back in next week, but we got to go to the break. So, this one of the hot topics of the day, man. We can let the yellow man take us to the break. We can do this for all you out there, all you BM owners who work hard and got your BMW yourself. You ain't got to wait to get elected and make the taxpayers pay for it. But props to the PM. At least it's electric. I know they smiling at all the more, though. My God.
If you have any ratchet, he said, what is your number? I didn't answer. What is your number? I still don't answer. What is your number, boy? I really don't answer. In crank up in chopper, me mama, then me started to answer. Guess what I say? 64, 46, BMW, what? 64, 46, BMW, Lord. He said, give it to me one time, give it to me two times, give it to me three times, Lord, it name. Nobody move, nobody get.
Friday, April 5th, get ready for another exciting Fish Fry Friday at Margaritaville, downtown Nassau, featuring the big band Visage and DJ Beats with the latest in soca, Bahamian, and old school jazz.
Everybody take a time. Come to party, I like y'all, don't want no man.
$25 general admission, $55 buffet and party. Doors open at 6:30 p.m., party until 11:30 p.m. That's April 5th, Fish Fry Friday. The stage has been moved, so you've got more dancing space. This Friday, April 5th, at Margaritaville, downtown Nassau. Parking at the point for only $10. See you at Fish Fry Friday, April 5th, with the big band Visage. Easter is right around the corner, and the Nassau Guardian is partnering with the Easter Bunny to give something special to you. Would you like to give your child an Easter basket filled to the brim with chocolate bunnies, surprise eggs, gift certificates, and more? Then you should enter your child into the Nassau Guardian's Easter Coloring Contest. There are 3 different categories: 5 to 6, 7 to 9, and 10 to 13. Deadline for entry is Friday, March 27th at 4 p.m. Purchase your copy of the Nassau Guardian Easter Coloring Contest sign-up form and let your children color away and win one of 3 baskets filled to the brim with Easter goodies from the Nassau Guardian. The Nassau Guardian's Easter Coloring Contest. For more information, call 302-2370.
Well done, Easter Bunnies. Good job.
Enjoy the flavors of summer with a mega-sized KFC combo and get a secret code for a chance to win. KFC and Pepsi is giving away daily beach bundles of a KFC bag packed with KFC shades, a bucket of 25 KFC whole wings, and a 2-liter Pepsi, plus a weekly cash prize of $1,000. Whether it's original recipe, spicy, or barbecue, get your favorite KFC combo today and mega-size your summer fun. KFC Nassau, it's mega finger-licking good.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them modern here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
When faced with an illness like cancer, we band together. And we at Cleveland Clinic in Florida have your back. From advanced cancer treatments to extra safety measures at all of our locations, we're with you on this journey. For every infusion and follow-up, for every step of the way, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic in Florida. Get the care you need it. To learn more or connect with a local representative, visit clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
This Easter, from March 29th to April 3rd, witness history in the making at the Betty Kelling-Kenning Aquatic Center. Cheer on Team Bahamas as we dive into history, swimming our way towards a 6th straight victory at the Carifta Aquatics. Feel the thrill of competition as 500 athletes from 24 countries from across the Caribbean converge in the Bahamas for the championship title. Immerse yourself in the greatest youth athletic spectacle being held in the Bahamas this year. Watch live as champions are born, records are shattered, and dreams are realized. The Carifta Aquatics isn't just a competition. It's a showcase of the future of swimming right in the heart of Nassau. Mark your calendars. This Easter, March 29th to April 3rd, the Carifta Aquatics at the Betty Kelling-Kenning Aquatic Center. See ticket information and full schedule at cariftaaquatics.com. See you at the poolside.
Refined style with elegant taste. Divine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, Divine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, Divine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste. Divine threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. The youth, them are dressed up in a white collar shirt, and some of them wear it till it resemble dirt. He said, he want me to join the army. I ain't gonna do it, officer. No way, I ain't gonna do it. Turn out your left pocket. I'm searching for a comb automatic. I'm searching if you're erratic. He said, what is your number? I didn't answer. What is your number? I still don't. Boy, I really don't answer. He can't come me chopper. Me mama, then me started to answer. Guess what I said? 64, 46, BMW. Why, what? 64, 46, that a BMW, Lord. He said, give it to me one time, give it to me 2 times, give it to me 3 times, Lord. It him. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Not it down yam cattle, not it down yam dirt. He don't gang cattle, not it down yam dirt. He come from the planet of Earth. Cause not he come from the planet of Earth. Cause things me used to do, me not go do it no more. Things me used to do, me not go do it no more. The year it changed to 84. But here yellow man come fi tell you the score. He said, he want me to join the army. I ain't gonna do it, officer.
I got you on the Tuesday, March 19th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. 5:05 p.m. is the time right now. And let's get into the day in sports history. Purdy will be chiming in short order, I'm quite sure. Mr. Producer, look out for Purdy. And we'll start with today in sports history. All brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. Well worth the trip out there to the Old Fort Shopping Plaza Monday through Saturday. Great for lunch and dinner. Then on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Well, actually, Monday through Friday, great for lunch and dinner. Then on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, great for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast starting at 9 a.m. Then we get happy hour Wednesday and Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. over there. at Naughty Johnny's. All right, let's jump on in. Where do we begin? On this day, March 19th, 1938, the Toronto Maple Leafs scored 18 goals in 5 minutes. 1942, the Thoroughbred Racing Association was formed in Chicago. 1948, Lee Savold knocked out Gino Bonavino in 54 seconds of the first round of their prize fight in Madison Square Garden. 1954, viewers saw the first televised prize fight shown in color when Joey Giardello knocked out Willie Torrey in round 7 at Madison Square Garden. 1956, the Minneapolis Lakers beat the St. Louis Hawks 133-75 in Game 2 of the Western Division Finals. It was the largest margin of victory in NBA playoff history. 58 points, that's a lot, buddy. 1967, the Chicago Bulls won their 33rd game of the season. It was the most games won by an NBA expansion team. 1981, the Buffalo Sabres set a record when they scored 9 goals in the second period in a game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Sabres won the game 14-4. In 1990, the first World Ice Hockey Tournament for women was held in Ottawa. 1991, Brett Hull of the St. Louis Blues became the third National Hockey League player to score 80 goals in a season. 1991, NFL owners voted to take the 1993 Super Bowl in the city of Phoenix because Arizona didn't recognize Martin Luther King Day. 1995, Michael Jordan returned to the Chicago Bulls after nearly 2 years of retirement. He scored 19 points in the loss to Indiana. The game, televised on NBC, was the most watched regular season game in the NBA history with an estimated 35 million viewers. 2010, Paul Correa of the St. Louis Blues scored his 400th career goal. Sports quote of the day: skate to where the puck is going to be, not where it has been. Wayne Gretzky. And that's a wrap on Today in Sports History. We got Purdy chimed in yet? All right, keep an eye out for Purdy. I don't know where Purdy is, but he shall be zooming in short order. You never know. Purdy might be watching last-minute reruns of Dodger baseball in the preseason. Oh, no, they're in Korea today. They're in Korea. They played today, right? I believe so. Well, while I wait on Purdy, we get to the home court, the local sports scene. All brought to you, of course, by Burger King Nassau. And listen, BK got big things popping, people. Man, oh man. You got to try it, all right? Caller, I see you. I'm coming to you right now. The Farmhouse King sandwich, let me tell you, which is available at any BK location right now, is all good. Why settle for an ordinary burger when you can indulge in the new Farmhouse King at Burger King Nassau? Sink your teeth into juicy two flame-grilled beef patties. Piled high with crispy bacon, American cheese, crispy onions, a fried egg, and spicy mayo sauce. All good. Try your Farmhouse King today at your favorite BK Nassau location. All good. Now, before we get into the local scene, let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Naughty, how you doing?
What's going on?
Man, I'm sitting right here looking at the local sports. Political sports, that is, because it's a game, and I think we should watch that one more closely and learn how it works.
Which game is that?
I love that yellow man you was playing with the Beamer.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, we got to have a little fun with it. But you call in the sports section, Graham. What you got for me?
No, I can leave real quick. I just am very disappointed because for a country this rich, the richest country in the hemisphere, richer than the U.S. and Canada in the 80s, we should have a nice car like a Urus, which the President Putin drives, or a Century, which the leader of Japan drives. We need to spend at least $600,000 on a car so that we look rich. I'm tired of us looking poor. And then we Prime Ministerial Palace and Bahamas Force One. We should have a plane at least as big as Trump's and Biden's because we're richer than them in the 80s. So, yeah, no, a Beamer, that's just for the business class, man. We need a presidential prime ministerial car. That's all I wanted to say. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Glad to know you kicking and still dropping your dimes.
Yeah, remember
nuggets.
we bought that big nugget, that big house on out there by Cable Beach. For the
Out
Prime
right there
Ministerial
on
Palace.
Goodman's Bay. And if you connect the dots and you see how it is, it was homies, cronies, lovers, family, and friends as usual with that.
Well, without those people, you wouldn't have an economy or a planet. Have a good one, Noddy.
You too, my brother. You
Yeah.
too. Boy, I tell you. Everybody got jokes nowadays. Oh, boy. Let's get into...
You should have known the minute you take that call that was going to be like that.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I had to take it because I was waiting on you. What
No,
you doing?
actually, he came on. I was on before you.
Well, I didn't know. I thought you were still watching Korean baseball or Korean commercial.
And listen to the Korean cheerleaders. Get it right.
I could go.
But there was no baseball this one. It's 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay.
The start of the Major League Baseball season is tomorrow at 6 a.m., where the Los Angeles Dodgers will go up against the San Diego Padres for the first game of the new MLB 2024 season. What do young people say? I'm psyched.
You are psyched. But listen, gotta let you know, man. We doing local sports, so let's knock that out of the way. We got some farmhouse burgers coming in tomorrow. Burger King is farming us some taste tests, so
So you trying to tell me I got to come in there with you?
you gotta come in there tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Be here, be ready, man.
Yeah, empty, hungry, munchies, ready to go.
There you go, man. But listen, our under 15 baseball, they actually beat the ranked team Panama 6-5.
I saw that.
They lost to Mexico 16-2. They also lost to Brazil on Sunday, but they came back with a win, so they gotta win to try and continue.
The next game is a really tough one. They got the Dominican Republic.
The DR.
Who they got them in? They got them in Mexico. Brazil, not so much so, but Mexico, Panama, and the Dominican Republic. That's a deep pool, but
Correct. It is deep.
well, maybe nobody else went. Maybe Jamaica none of them went.
No, but I mean, they better than Jamaica and whatnot in
That's what I'm saying.
as
It's
far as
still
that in the
every-
region.
That's such a strong pool, but Dominican Republic, them kids born the 2 days after they born, they got a baseball bat in their hand.
Agreed.
Or a glove at least. Kids, so. Yeah, but I'm proud of them. They beat Panama, which is a baseball powerhouse. So, and if they could beat Panama, then they catch the DR, they could probably beat them as well.
Got my fingers crossed. I know a lot of these young guys on the team. I'm rooting for them, and I want to see them do well.
Yeah, man, you got to see them do well. Yeah.
Moving on to swimming. Taylor Carey competed at the NCAA Division II championships. So we got Bahamians abroad competing in the NCAA Women Championships.
Yeah, but we spoke about Lamar Taylor, who won the
Correct, and Devontae Carey.
In the NCAA division, they don't say meters; they're 100 yards. So he did extremely well.
Yeah, I'm liking what we got. We got kids off there doing that thing, and that to me is important.
Yeah.
In multiple sports disciplines, Purdy.
Yes, we do.
So let's see where it goes, man. You know me, I have been part of some national swim teams and competed abroad, and it's good to know that the legacy continues, that it's come from a certain place to where it is, and we still have to focus on swimming. And it boils back to the point we need to keep the facilities here maintained so we can do what we need to do year round.
Serious, real talk. And particularly, I remember a few years back in January, we had a couple of college teams came down who practiced here. I thought that was something that we were developing, that we would start to make some money off of that as a country or as a ministry. But it looked like they stopped it.
Yeah, they I don't know. We need to see what happened to that. I don't want to comment on that. You might know what they have, but
No, I don't know what's going on, so we have to wait to see.
All right, let's go to the phone lines real quick, Pearly. Talking heads.
What's up, this is Petersburg again. How y'all doing? Right? What's up, Pearly?
Hey, Petersburg, I hear your voice in a little while.
Man, I'm just right here. Hey, buddy, you went to SAC, right?
Best school in the world, yeah.
Hey, you know how to swim?
Yeah. Actually, I went to Xavier, so I learned to swim at Xavier's first. And then I went to SAC and I swam in the pool there.
I'm old school. I learned to swim, boy, back in the day, I met in the Montague house, a little boy, 8 years old, and this guy pushed me off the dock, and I had to learn how to swim, boy. You know what I'm saying? It's time you didn't get a lot of Bahamians don't know how to swim. You know what I'm saying?
I was one of the fortunate Bahamians who had the greatest, probably one of, if not the greatest, one of the greatest swim coaches in the Bahamas, in Betty Cole.
Hey, check it
I had Betty Colas who brought me to swimming.
Okay.
Hey, look, yo, when I went to the Marine Corps, right, you know, like most black Americans, they can't swim. Man, I was beating all those recruits in swimming. You know what I'm saying? They said, "Man, you learn how?" I said, "Man, I'm a Bahamian. I'm surrounded by water." You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. They don't know how to swim, man. Yeah, man. But hey, but this, you know, what you think about the Golden State? You take that dynasty over, man?
Listen, Steph kind of hinted to that last night. A couple of things he said. I think he says, you know, he feels that they're almost done. So,
yeah,
age eventually, Father Time eventually catches up with you, you know.
Yeah, eventually nobody can be a dog forever. I look at them yesterday. I say, man, they look kind of. Maybe I'm on the phone, baby. Yeah, you know, they look kind of weak, man. But you know, I still believe the Lakers can be there at the finals, man. I think they can turn it on, man.
Don't bet your money on that, you'll lose it.
If they can get over Denver, man, you know, they ain't nobody in the West can really touch them, you know.
Boy, if it's only $2, but it's probably, in my opinion, it's one of the biggest words in the dictionary.
Hey, your boy who from Miami talking about Philly, they can put the whooping on Philly. Philly put a whooping on them last night.
Hey, I know my cussing dirty words.
yeah, all that money yesterday, boy. We gonna whoop them. Hey, but ain't nothing like, hey, if you're a true fan of your team, you're supposed to think they're gonna win. But I know
he's a confident fan of his Dolphins and his Heat.
Yeah, boy, he passionate. He believes they can go to the finals every year. They can win every year. But it's all good. It's all fun and good, you know. Hey, man, y'all be safe, man.
All right, St. Pete, be safe, my brother. Good to hear from you, man. Boy, listen here.
But Naughty, we talking about who's in, who's out now, because I feeling for you as a Dallas Cowboy fan, you know.
Why?
And you all the butter jokes all over sports world.
It don't matter, Purdy. Been there, done that. He laugh now, cry later. He who laughs loudest and best.
Yeah,
listen.
Y'all relying on the draft because it can't be free agency. I looked at the available salary cap money. Y'all only have team y'all got more money on.
But that's by design, Purdy. But discuss what Dallas is going to do. They're going to go through the draft. They're going to restructure Dak. They're going to get some more money in post-June 1. Some of those cats that are coming post-June 1, and you'll be surprised at some of the veterans that have been cut. You'll see Cowboys swooping and pick some of them up.
Okay.
If not,
I find it interesting as well. They're talking about the restructuring what they want to do for Dak will only save you all about $4 million. They have to do a real.
That's not a restructure. See, get it right.
Yeah,
what they did was they added 2 years on for $4 million to the current. If they give him an extension or rework the deal, all of that goes up in the air and more money's available.
Okay, all right. Let's see what happens then. Let's see what happens.
Listen, I know y'all Dolphin Nation, you know, y'all passing around memes and little, hey, check this out. Look at all the free agents we signed. Allow me. Because, you know, my boy Fano, my Zoo Crew family, the big Fanduski, diehard Dolphin, sending me pictures of all 7 free agents that you signed. Let's go down. Let's go down and look, okay? Now, let's have a look. Anthony Walker Jr., linebacker. Career stats, 505 tackles, 4 sacks, 3 interceptions. Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee in 2023. Ed Block Courage Award for 2023. Guess where he's from? This is all done in 7 years. So you know he's a role player. No stud. Special team of backup. Oh, let's give him a Bly. Where's he from? Miami, Florida. Oh, boy.
That's known that he comes on as a role player. One was their second stringers
Okay.
Living up to par. So that's there. That's all right. That's fine. I like that.
Aaron Brewer, center from the Titans. I like that pick. Good pickup for you all.
He'll be starting.
Tight end Jody Fortson of the Kansas City Chiefs. Who?
That's
NPC. Nobody.
That's their step and special teams.
Johnu Smith. Good pickup. Good pickup from Ocala, too. That's a good pickup.
That's an upgrade.
Let me tell you, Neville Gallimore, I can tell you, you can have him. Just how I told you with Connor Williams, you could have him. And the first year, you was like, oh, I love Connor. But where's Connor now, Pearly? What you been saying about Connor the last couple of years? Well,
No. Stop right there. Connor Williams has given the Dolphins excellent service. He blew out a knee. It is really, from what I hear, it could be a career-ending injury.
What about the holding penalties and the false starts in the second year?
He wasn't. He was one of the least penalized centers in the NFL last year and the year before.
No, the year before. Last year, they started going up, buddy. But that's fine.
No, they didn't. No, I looked at that because I know you was going to bring this argument up.
Anyway, Neville Gallimore, you could have him, brother. You could have him.
But I got almost all pro work out of that player. Okay, no
Anyway, you could have Neville Gallimore. Jack Driscoll, offensive lineman from Philadelphia, bench jockey.
Depth. That's a depth. That's a depth to back up with.
Jordan Poyer, we got to see how this signs out. Is he done, or did y'all get him with some gas left in the tank?
Oh, really not. If we got him with gas left in the tank, he was a money issue with Buffalo.
Jonathan Harris, Denver defensive tackle. Nah, who is that?
That's another depth. That's the back. That's a depth pick again.
I can honestly say, is Shaq Barrett got anything left in the tank, or is he done?
He's got stuff left in the tank.
Even though C.D. Lamb likes to calf kill him the 2 times he played Washington, Kendall Fuller is a good pickup for you guys.
Fair enough. Okay.
Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads.
Yeah, bosses, what's going on? St. Petersburg, man, Jimmy was out, man. Don't try that, man.
Oh, now Jimmy was out. No. Now Jimmy was out, but yesterday he was all good.
Robertson had back problems. Back problems, student. We ain't getting no points for the Robertson. St. Petersburg, come on, man. Come on. They got healthy Miami, man. Come on.
Buff, St. Petersburg is bigging you up, man. He was bigging you up.
Yeah, he's bigging me up, but I trying to say, I hear him say, I did, but yeah, it was Buck, but Jimmy, I didn't know Buckets was out. And Robertson ain't give us nothing. We ain't got nothing. Robertson had back problems. That's the only reason they get away. He scored 30 points in Sunday game.
I playing my violin for you right now.
Okay, I hear you. All right then. Wait, but I see Kyle play. When Kyle can play, man, when the 10-day contract is start.
He already on the team, but he playing G League right now. So he
because I ain't playing that. All right. St. Petersburg, call back Thursday after we match up Cleveland, man. No, Jimmy will be back for Cleveland. All right, we can put the thing on Cleveland Wednesday night then. Call back Thursday and see what happens Wednesday night. All right?
All right.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. All right, we can link up, man. Let me let someone else get it.
All right, Muff.
Be safe.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, you can't sugarcoat that cut skin, Muff, man. They get you last night.
They got a beat in.
But now if you look at it, as we do who's in and who's out, all brought to you, of course, by Tropical Gyros. I tell you sitting there talking about the Heat. But we got the Lakers winning last night. Seemed like they could only beat teams on the downside.
Who they beat?
The Hawks.
All right. And the Hawks, the Johnson guy from the Hawks, I'm going to put a new poster out. Almost half kill reads. I really thought it was a charge. But anyway.
37 and 32. 11 out of first. And 3.5 out of 8.
Just so Muff can know, Kai Jones ain't play because he has a right hamstring strain.
Man, the Lakers 3.5 out of, they 3 out of 6th place.
Yeah,
5 out of 5th.
They're in striking distance. Their problem is when they play the fellas in front of them, beating them. That's their problem.
Correct.
You go to the Kings and the Kings beat you too. Sweep you. You expect to catch up if you can't beat them.
But when you look at the league, man, out of 30 teams, the Lakers ranked number 17 overall league wide. That's horrible, man. Let's go to the phone line.
Man, listen, Petersburg, I had to call, man. That boy had me laughing. Almost got me run up the road. Man, the Heat ain't going nowhere, man. They got to deal with Boston, Milwaukee, the Knicks, and Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Muff, you made me laugh, boy. But you a diehard. I'm a diehard Laker fan. I've been a Laker fan from the 70s. I'm old school Laker. I love the Lakers till the day I die. But the Heat, Y'all ain't going nowhere, man. Y'all had your time, man. They had Dwayne Wade and the Diesel. Y'all ain't going nowhere, man. Yo, but it is what it is, man. Lakers, it's going to be the Lakers and the Boston in the finals, man.
No, sir.
Lakers, yes, sir. Lakers and Boston in the finals. My word.
St. Petersburg, if the Lakers and Boston make it to the finals, I'll send a plane ticket for you to come on for the weekend.
Okay. Oh, okay. Look here. I sent me and you go to I paid a ticket to go to see the game. In LA. No, the others can go to LA if they make it to the finals.
No, boy. I wouldn't go there. LeBron on that team, I ain't going.
Man, come on, man. Look here. Feed on me. Lakers in the finals, okay?
Somebody buy me a ticket to go to the game, I go in. I don't care who I am.
I ain't going to watch LeBron. I know it can happen. I can get thrown out because I can throw conch shot at LeBron. So, no, I ain't going.
That's your business.
All right.
Miami Dolphins fan. Right there.
All right, St. Pete, be safe, my brother. Yeah, probably we got another call coming through now. Let's go to the next call. Talking Heads. Watch this be Muff call back now. Talking Heads.
Hey, what's happening, Naughty and Burley?
Hey, what's going on, Mystery Dolphin?
Everything cool, man. That fella, he been the happy hour before he called the show this night.
I believe all too.
He had to been the happy hour before he called the show talking foolishness, but Lakers going into the finals. What kind of scrap-a-doodle do is that? And then talking foolishness about my Heat? Huh?
Mystery.
And furthermore, him and Pearly mix up because they are Miami Dolphin fans, right? And then LA Lakers fans. Now that's like being mixed up like I don't know what. You understand? So he sound mixed up. Pearly mixed up.
1 minute. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Go ahead. Come on.
Let me explain something to you. First of all, I became a Miami Dolphin fan because my father, as an 11-year-old, took me to my first Dolphin game.
Mm-hmm.
So I fell in love with the Dolphins. I became a Laker fan because back in the day, when I was younger, you only had tape delayed games at 11:30 at night on Friday at CBS, and you only saw the Lakers, the Knicks, or the Celtics. And my dad liked the Knicks, so I said, since you like the Knicks, I can start pulling for Bill Chamberlain and the Lakers.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I became a Dodger fan when we moved. Where I'm living in Chippenham. You had antennas. We couldn't bring our antenna right away, so I had to go across to my grandma's house. And my uncle used to be wild. He was a huge Dodger fan. His best friend was a huge Giant fan. And they used to have row on the porch, and I got to go with my uncle. So I got my fan pulling for these teams that things happened in my life to bring me there. Not just
you got
every one of them teams I pulled for more than 50 years.
All right, so you got a flag, Pearly. You got good reasoning. You got a flag. At least you got two teams in LA. That's fine. Now that fella, when he called back tomorrow, if you could hear me, I want to hear your story on why you're an LA fan and a Miami Dolphin fan. Okay? When you call back tomorrow, I'll be listening and I'll be tuning in. Okay? Now, the Boston Celtics always choke when they get in the playoffs. They could be playing as good as they're playing right now. They got a good team, but they always choke when they get in the playoffs. And you know one, no team will see Miami Heat in a 7-game series. None. No one in the West.
Behind Miami Heat got to make it to the 7-game series twice.
But I believe we can make it if we're healthy.
All right, but if it's only 2 letters, but it's the biggest way in the dictionary.
I believe he can make it, and don't go sleep on Milwaukee Bucks now or the Sixers.
No, I'm not. If Embiid comes back, then that's a different story.
Buddy Hield playing good ball. I ain't counting Kyle Lowry because but Buddy Hield playing good ball, and who they got there too? Maxey, what do you name? But Sixers playing good ball, but I believe Milwaukee Bucks, they can be right up there. Once they're healthy, they can be right up there. I'm not going to put my money on the Boston Celtics because they usually choke when they get in the playoffs. That's simple. They usually choke.
I hear you.
All right?
We'll see what happens.
Right. Okay. Y'all have a good one.
You too, Mystery. Be safe.
Good hearing your voice.
All right. Cool.
Boy, Pearly, I mean, so back to your players I was talking about. So y'all got 7, but maybe 3 out of the 7 is solid.
I think all are solid. Just the role they came to play makes them solid. They ain't come to start. Some of them come to back up, and then they have to play and help the starter come. And we still got 1 or 2 more moves. We still got a defensive tackle to get. We still got a draft to come. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. We got like 6 picks.
Yeah, but what you all do with drafts. Oh, Igbahini signed in Washington, by the way.
You mean the Xavier Howard or the Holland, them kind of drafts you talking about, or the Christian Wilkinson draft? That's what we do drafts. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
Tua draft, Kaseki draft. That's Smythe draft. That's what we do with drafts.
And all them drafts, Dallas was going ahead and getting the Micahs of the world and the CDs of the world and all of that too. So
that's it. You get Mike in the CD, you luck out, and you get Mike in the CD.
Not Mike in the CD.
Because he can't stop the run.
Hold on. We got some other
You
places
bring
too.
this up, Sam Williams.
Yeah, you cross this route. I can let you have it because y'all beat us for the first time in 20 years. So go ahead and enjoy it. But y'all know y'all really ain't ish in my book.
But this year I have bragging rights. So, they say sit small till your name call.
That's why I ain't really saying nothing. Every year he's getting into and run on. I just ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna show total disdain and order this up until the kickoff, and then maybe it's a different mojo for Dallas.
Yes.
Because I'm tired of seeing the same old.
Real talk.
So
Yeah. So who we gonna have later on for final 10?
I can see now in short order. Let's get to the first break, Mr. Producer. Flip side of the break, we'll be back. Me and Purdy will get into the picks, and then we'll get your ride home today. I don't know if it's Cowherd or if it's Rich Eisen, but it's gonna be solid. Might be Nick Wright. Never know. We'll talk right after the break. The Tuesday, March 19th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Made exactly the way they should be by someone with chicken in their name. The new Kentucky Chicken Sandwiches feature a 1/4 pound of all-white meat, triple breaded, spicy chicken breast on a freshly toasted buttery brioche bun with your choice of lettuce, tomato, bacon, thick-cut pickles, and the perfect amount of Colonel's real mayo or spicy sauce. Every chicken sandwich is freshly prepared and piping hot. Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwiches, the only chicken sandwiches that are finger-licking good.
Three-Way Productions presents Showtime at Nassau Cruiseport. Experience live performances every weekend. The elegance of classical music, the infectious energy of Latin nights, the smooth sounds of jazz night, and a delightful evening of Bahamian music. March 15th and 16th and March 22nd and 23rd. Visit www.nassaucruiseport.com/events to learn more. Nassau Cruiseport, the place to be.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
All those loans I had were so overwhelming. Fidelity's debt consolidation loan combined all my loan payments into one easy payment with a built-in savings plan that pays me unbeatable interest. It's time to make that move to Fidelity. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for
for you.
We need to talk, and it's about something pretty important, your NIB contributions. For nearly 50 years, NIB contributions from hardworking Bahamians have supported families and individuals alike. But Bahamian families have changed. Families are having fewer children. This means less workers are entering the workforce and making contributions. And with Bahamian retirees living longer, pension payments have also increased. As a result, payouts have gone up, continuously exceeding contributions coming in, resulting in a deficit. That's why, starting on July 1st, 2024, both employers and employees will have to pay a little extra to sustain this national lifeline. The July 1st rate increase is our way of ensuring that NIB benefits are available for generations to come. We all have a role to play, and it starts with investing in tomorrow today with NIB.
Are you ready for the best of the best? Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group up for sound promotion, and Guardian Radio presents the best of the best Rake and Script Explosion Concert. Mark for May 11th as Super Club Breezes grounds ignite with Bahamian talent featuring KB, Gino D, Funky D, Veronica Bishop, The Brylanders, Avi, Elon Moxie, and Shine 242. Join the Falcons, Ira Store, Novi Pierre, Johnny Cake, Mama D, Nishi LS, Pat Ramis, Stevie S, and Shad Colley and the VIPs for an electrifying night of music and culture. Tickets are flying, so grab yours now. Available online at BahamaZTickets.com or swing by the Beauty Shack on Soldier Road and Carmichael Road. This is the event of the year. The best of the best Rake and Scrape Explosion at Breezes Resorts. Gates open at 6 p.m. Don't miss out on the Bahamian Magic.
Back at you on the Tuesday, March 19th edition of Talking Heads. I just sent you some, Mr. Producer, the final ride home. We got Nick Wright and Colin Cowherd Purdy, and they're talking about several things, man. So it should be a good combo. They're talking about Caleb to the Bears, Russell Wilson in the Fields combo in Pittsburgh, and now give credit to LeBron for D'Lo's success. Hold on. Wasn't LeBron them trying to get him traded early in the year?
No, LeBron wasn't involved in that.
Okay. So you say.
I didn't hear anything to that effect. That's why I'm saying that.
You know, whenever there's a front office move or whatever, you know LeBron's involved in that. Go ask Dwayne Wade. Boy, he did him so cold-blooded in Cleveland. Dwayne, you good, dog. You's my boy. You good. 2 hours later, Dwayne Wade traded to Chicago.
You think that was LeBron who did that?
Yes, boy.
No, man, they were best friends, and they still best friends.
No, there was some issue with that. It came out. He was there lobbying for it too, okay? Yeah. But anyway, I digress.
Okay.
Let's check out the sports. Let's check out the picks.
Picks time.
And before I get into the picks, though, you know we got to do big things. The Island Game doing big things, man. Especially for March Madness, Pearly. All right.
I must try to own them because I couldn't own them for the NFL. I must even own them in terms of March Madness.
Man, it's time for March Madness, and if it's March, it must be time for March Madness. Enjoy the very best in men's and women's college basketball, men's and women's, Birdie. So you can win with the girls.
I've already done my brackets.
All right, and the most exciting tournaments of the year, and you can play each and every game at theislandgame.com. The action begins on March 19th and runs until the championship game on April 8th. And good luck from the Island Game. And guess what? Me and Purdy going to be right there playing at Island Game. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, my brother. Nothing. Nothing. I like it, man. I like it. That's a good look. And the brackets aren't as cut and dry either.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I've done my brackets already on ESPN, but I have just to let you, I have UConn and Kentucky in the finals.
UConn and Kentucky in the finals?
Yep.
I like UConn making the finals, but I don't know about Kentucky. I looking at that other side.
Kentucky is not built for what they've been through. They're built for this tournament. This is what they're built for. They built for the tournament. Watch.
We'll see.
Particularly the bracket they're in. I like the bracket they're in.
We shall see.
We shall see. You're right. We shall see.
So let's see how this. All right, there you go, Mr. Producer. You got it now. There you go.
Okay.
So let's go over to the island game. Let's check out. I think we'll do NBA tonight.
Okay, we doing NCAA tonight?
No, we'll do NBA tonight, man.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right.
And you got 2 playing games in the NCAA. You can look at them as well.
I'm not even. I think Howard and one I put in for Howard because when my cousin went to school. Other than that, nobody else.
All right, we got tonight. You got Wagner versus Howard. Howard's a 3-point favorite. Wagner +3. Howard -3.
I'll go with Howard. Howard plays a lot of good defense.
The over of 127 might be doable too.
That's what 60, 60. Yeah, that's not bad.
Colorado State versus Virginia. Colorado State a 2.5-point favorite in this one. Virginia 2.5-point, underdog.
Colorado State guards the 3-point well, and they play pretty good defense. But I think Virginia got too much for them.
This over to me is 120. And I'm thinking that's over.
No.
That's 60 apiece. No. To the contrary, I think they're gonna put it up because they're in the play-in game, and they're gonna want it. They're gonna want to get in. It's gonna be back to the wall.
Point. Okay.
Most cases I wouldn't, but boy, I smell money on the over right here, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Un poquitico de dinero. Así me gusta la cosa. All right, so we're looking at NBA tonight. Bevy of games in the NBA. Got 2, 4, 5 big games tonight. Orlando at home, -13 over the Hornets.
Ooh. I like Orlando, but I don't know if I'd probably go with the money line.
Yeah, I like the money line in that one. I do not like them to... That 13's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
The Houston Rockets -11 on the road against the Washington Wizards. I like Houston to win this game, but I don't see by 11 points.
That's possible. I'm going to go with I'll take the points.
I might take Washington plus the 11 in that.
Okay.
The Pelicans on the road, 7.5-point favorites over the Brooklyn Nets.
Very doable. Everybody beating up on the Nets. That's very doable.
Dallas, 8.5-point against the Spurs.
That's also very doable. Spurs will give them a good first half, and then Dallas will pull out.
And then you got Denver on the road against Minnesota. Denver 7.5-point favorites in that one.
Ooh, did you see that slam dunk, that posterized dunk? There were 2 really good slam dunks. Did you see what Edwards did last night?
Edwards ridiculous, bro.
Oh my goodness! I jump out the seat when I saw that. And then I felt for Austin Reeves. I felt for Austin. I really thought it was a charge, but I still felt for him.
I don't know, man.
But I like the Nuggets and I like the Nuggets on the money line.
I still like the one in Utah though.
No, the one in Utah was awesome. The one in last night. Ooh, that was good.
That was last night. That was last night against Utah.
Yeah.
God, I almost said the wrong thing. I'm looking at the highlight right now. My God.
Ooh.
And he broke his finger on it, looked like too.
Dislocated.
Man, and he dunked that dude to the ground.
To the ground. And they already had
and he stayed there. And he stayed there.
Last night.
This dude need him in the head, bro.
You see that?
He tried to jump over this dude,
The guy got a contusion on his forehead and didn't come back. I wouldn't have come back either. I don't care if I had a contusion or not. I wasn't coming back after that, though.
That's a nasty-ish right there, babe.
You wasn't going to see me on the court no more.
Nasty. All right, Mr. Producer, we out where we supposed to be, right? Mr. Producer, take the break, and then Coward them can take us home, right? Purdy, we've reached that time, my brother. So be sure to join me tomorrow, man. We got Burger King tomorrow, courtesy of
I'll be there.
Carter Marketing and the crew at Burger King. So we can get into that King's Feast, my brother.
All right, I'll come by. Not a problem.
That Farmhouse Burger, off the chain.
Once this food, man, I'm there.
And you know my old motto, you treat, I eat.
Hey.
There you go. Good stuff, Purdy. Appreciate you. We'll do it again tomorrow, man. Bahamas, be good. And if you can be good at it. Keep right. Kyle Word and Nick Wright taking us home right after the break.
Ciao, ciao.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You get cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. Means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Whether you like it hot or you enjoy being original, KFC has the only chicken sandwiches with attitude, featuring 100% extra large white meat chicken fillets for 100% flavor. Enjoy the famous flavor of KFC 11 herbs and spices in the KFC Original Recipe Burger, or take the heat up a notch with a spicy filet with our KFC Kentucky Deluxe Sandwich. And for a limited time, enjoy your favorite sandwich with fries for only $7. That's how it's done. KFC Nassau, it's finger-licking good.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama Market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News sales representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
We need to talk, and it's about something pretty important: NIB contributions. For nearly 50 years, NIB contributions from hardworking Bahamians have supported families and individuals alike. But Bahamian families have changed. Families are having fewer children. This means less workers are entering the workforce and making contributions. And with Bahamian retirees living longer, pension payments have also increased. As a result, payouts have gone up, continuously exceeding contributions coming in, resulting in a deficit. That's why, starting on July 1st, 2024, both employers and employees will have to pay a little extra to sustain this national lifeline. The July 1st rate increase is our way of ensuring that NIB benefits are available for generations to come. We all have a role to play, and it starts with investing in tomorrow today with NIB.
First of all, J-Mac, anything bother you much before I get to Nick?
Yeah, well, the Bengals have the 6th best Super Bowl odds, and they're not in your top 10.
Okay.
And the Cowboys have the 8th best Super Bowl odds.
I'm done with Dallas. Okay, Nick, he said Bengals count. Well, give me something that bothered you.
All right, well, after all last year, your herd hierarchy was like a college student who aced everything until the final and then just bombed it because it was so good consistently, like 10 through 3, pardon me. And then your refusal to put the Chiefs at the top ruined it. Now you've gone the other way, where the top is great. You aced the final, but I don't even know if you passed the class because every other assignment was a miss. So I agree with J-Mac that Cincinnati's got to be on there. Also, what is the argument for having Philadelphia, forget 5, ahead of Dallas? I understand Dallas had a terrible 3-hour afternoon in January. The Eagles had a terrible 2-month stretch and lost their offensive leader and defensive leader, and their solution to having one of the 3 worst defenses in the entire league last year was adding a running back. So I don't understand the love for Philadelphia, and I would say I don't understand the love for Minnesota, because what you're telling me is you think Caleb Williams and the Bears are going to finish last in the NFC North. I totally disagree with that, but that's fine. I didn't get the Minnesota thing, and then I was reminded that Minnesota signed one of your first true loves in Sam Darnold. And so, of course, you're going to be the only person in America that is buying the Vikings right now. But listen, at least you got the Chiefs right at the top for the first time in, a summer solstice.
Well, hopefully the professor takes into consideration that I was an improving student and I was really good on my final, even though I butchered the rest of the curriculum. So, it was interesting. I said this, you got to be fair. And I have always questioned Chicago Bears' ability to get offense right. I don't question defense. That's their culture, like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's missed on 1 billion quarterbacks. They got Bradshaw and Big Ben. They're always good defensively. But I looked at the Bears, and Ryan Poles, the Claypool and Velus Jones draft picks, I was kind of out on him. I'm like, this isn't working.
Yeah.
But I have new information. Shane Waldron, DeAndre Swift, Keenan Allen, Gerald Everett. By the way, Poles is a former offensive lineman, and I think he's got both tackles right. And my take earlier today was new information, new opinion. This offense, if Caleb doesn't work, this is on Caleb. This is a really nice set of, this is the best set of offensive pieces the Chicago had that I can remember. I think more talented potentially than the Jay Cutler years. So my opinion on the Bears is this is a pretty good, this is better than C.J. Stroud had at Houston. It's much better than Bryce Young had, right?
I agree with everything you're saying. So what people have to remind themselves is the Bears are getting to draft Caleb Williams #1 because the Panthers were terrible, not the Bears were terrible. The Bears were bad, but not awful. They won 7 games. So this is why I'm so high on the Bears. Even if you don't think Caleb, and I think you probably do think Caleb is a generational prospect.
I do.
But as I do. But if the audience thinks he's just your average #1 overall pick, those guys are worth about 3 wins as a rookie. Well, that's usually how teams go from 2-14 or 2-15 to 5 or 6 wins. He's walking into a 7-win team.
Yeah.
So if he's worth your traditional 2 or 3 wins, you're off team. And what people also have to keep in mind is the Bears are going to draft Caleb 1, and then at 9, they are either going to take Rome Odunze, Brock Bowers, the second best tackle in the class, or the best or second best defensive player of any position in the class. And so they are going to add an immediate impact starter along with Caleb. So I really like where the Bears are. And I've never really known how to weigh the fact that the Chicago Bears didn't develop quarterbacks in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s against where they are right now. It always feels weird to me, like things that happened well before Caleb Williams was born is a reason he shouldn't want to go to that franchise.
Yeah, I think we both agree. This is a much better situation for Caleb than it was for Justin Fields 3 years ago. And Caleb, to me, is a much better quarterback prospect than Justin Fields. So, and there's no great defense in that division, to be honest. You're not going into the AFC North. Detroit, Green Bay, and Minnesota are not unique defenses. You're not going up against the wall every Sunday.
If I can just add to that 2 quick points. One is, and you guys can maybe pull it up later in the show, we obviously don't know the Bears' schedule, but we know their opponents. We don't know the order, but we know who they're playing.
Right.
If you go through it, Colin, you're going to count 10 games against defenses that you believe are bad or mediocre, and 2 games all year against excellent defenses, the Niners and the Patriots, and that's it. You then add to it, people are saying, oh, Caleb's not going to be able to do what CJ Stroud did. Well, I don't know if he will or he won't, but he won't have to. CJ had to take a 3-win team to the playoffs. CJ had to add half a dozen wins. Caleb needs to add 3 wins for the Bears to be firmly a playoff team in the NFC, and I fully expect him to do it, especially if he gets 2 games against Sam Darnold and those Vikings. Yeah. My goodness, start off 2-0, my guy.
I know. Maybe it's the coach, a little Sam Darnold. I admit.
Yeah.
So I saw a story. I thought it was so weird. Todd Haley, the city guy, right, comes out and says, "Man,
my old buddy.
Yeah, man, if I was a defensive coordinator, I wouldn't want to face this combo of Russell Wilson, Justin Fields." And my take is, you won't have to, because Russell is the number 1 quarterback, and unless he goes on a 3-game skid, Justin's not playing much. I would not have picked this if I was Justin Fields if I had multiple options, which one reporter claims is true. I have no idea to think he's not being honest. I don't think this job is up for grabs. I think it's Russell Wilson's, and he's got a powerful agent, a pedigree, 2 Super Bowls, endorsements. What do you make of the Justin Fields landing in Pittsburgh, platooning potentially with Russell Wilson?
Well, with respect to my old drinking buddy, Todd Haley, who I like and miss, and Todd, if you're watching, give me a call. It's been too long. This is a bad take by Todd. That's fine. He's had some hits and misses. I don't think it's going to be a platoon, but I also think what you're saying is wrong as well. This is a great spot for Justin Fields because Russell Wilson is not good anymore. I don't know why folks still they're like, man, somebody put out a highlight package of Russell Wilson. They're like, this is what the Steelers are getting. And the second clip in the highlight, you know who missed a tackle on Russell Wilson? Gerard Mayo, who's now the coach of the Patriots. Yes, once upon a time, Russell was dynamic. So I expect Russell to be the week 1 starter, and I expect Justin to be the week 7 or 8 starter and the starter the rest of the way. And that is not so much because I think Justin is a great player. I think he does have a lot of potential, and we'll see if he can finally harness it on a consistent basis. But I know what Russell Wilson is right now, and I think Russell Wilson is a quarterback who will be benched by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow. That's a good take. I like that. All right, finally. Michael Jordan didn't make every teammate better. Magic Johnson did. And that's indisputable. There are players, and I think LeBron falls into that. And that's not to say that Michael's not great. But there are Kobe Bryant didn't make every teammate better. He made Kobe better. And
Isaiah Thomas did.
Right. And so one of the things that LeBron is such a profound scorer that you forget that he's made quirky, erratic, inconsistent guards excellent. Kyrie Irving, before he got there, a lot of people thought nobody liked him and he was a bust. He couldn't stay healthy. He became a star in the league. J.R. Smith got benched by the Knicks, went to Cleveland 4 good years. Austin Reeves is undrafted. D'Angelo Russell has always been gifted, but somebody that's considered as a former GM told me, just kind of a squirrely guy. You don't know what you're getting night to night.
Enigmatic, sure.
So he gets benched in December. And obviously LeBron was frustrated with him. Since he's reemerged as a starter, 22-7, a legitimate number 3. We know they already match up size-wise with Denver. Austin Reeves now can be pushed to the 4, which is what he truly is. He's a good 4 on a conference championship team. And I said, LeBron doesn't get credit for this. We glom on to, he joined D-Wade. No, he saved Kyrie. He saved JR. He's made Austin Reeves in Los Angeles beloved. And I watched D'Lo, and I think people had given up on D'Lo in the league. People in Minnesota, and people get Warriors.
So I've got something on this that I think you'll like, Colin. And listen, I still have my concerns about D'Lo in the playoffs because his career in the playoffs is not great. His defense and his offense takes a hit. But LeBron, I think being a teammate of LeBron James is the best thing for everyone on the team except for the 3rd best player. And here's what I mean. So if you look at LeBron's stops, the people will be like, Kevin Love was minimized, Chris Bosh was minimized. And it's because if LeBron is handling your offense.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.